Class, we'll get started on week 7. Our two topics this week are Google Ads and keyword basics. So first we'll jump in to create your ads campaign. We are starting to get deeper into Google AdWords. So there is an overview video for Google Ads, and then a step-by-step process to help you set this up. Please remember, do not activate your campaign yet. You can put billing information in or redeem a coupon if you have that, but pause the campaign if you once you do that. Note this: if you're doing an affiliate business, read Google's policy on insufficient original content. That can affect your Google Ads. And then for this assignment, really, you'll open the Word document to answer these questions to help you walk through some of the considerations for Google Ads. Again, we are not launching yet. You're just preparing your campaign. And something to keep in mind about advertising overall as you do this. This goes back to building on Christ-like business principles. When you're advertising, the basic premise of advertising is to deliver on a promise. And so think about that as you create ads and ad campaigns, and we'll get deeper into this next week. But you want to make sure that you're delivering on a promise and you're engendering trust from your customers to you. So it's interesting that gospel principles also make really good business principles, but especially in this, integrity and delivering on a promise is really what advertising is about. You can hype up a customer as much as you want and get a great advertisement out there, but if you don't deliver, then the interaction with the customer will be short-lived. So think about that this week, and then next week we'll be designing ads in a little bit more detail, and we'll be using that principle quite a bit. Next is keyword basics. Oh, don't forget your discussion board. February 20th is when the initial post is due, and February 22nd is when your replies are due. For keyword basics, think of it in these terms. When you use keywords or when you choose keywords, these are words that you'll put all throughout your website. We'll use them in various ways throughout the semester. It's a work that I hope you'll keep up and refine over and over. But keywords is what you will use essentially to tell search engines what your site or your product is all about. And you want to think about these keywords from the perspective of the customer. What will they search in order to find your product or service? And I like to think of it in terms of what need does your product or service fill? And if I think about it from that angle, I can get down to the right keywords. Because if you have a common product, if you're selling t-shirts, for example, well, you have an incredible amount of competition. And so the keyword t-shirts is probably used by thousands upon thousands of other companies. So you want to think about what need does that fill, and what will people search that's unique to your product or service. So this is just a basic brainstorming session. There's some tips about keywords that you'll want to go through. And then with an Excel spreadsheet, list out columns. There's an example here of this. And then you'll fill those columns out for at least 20 keywords. So again, you can follow the spreadsheet example here, or you can create your own. It's really just these columns with the keywords listed, and then you'll go through group, theme, match type, scrub, and comments. Then create a Word document and answer the following questions. What do you think are characteristics of a good keyword, and what are characteristics of a bad keyword? And that will be it. Please remember to submit both the Word document and the Excel spreadsheet. That will be it for This week, fairly straightforward. You'll have your discussion board on keyword basics. First post due February 22nd, replies due February 24th. And then, of course, your weekly reflection.